All right, so the great Warren Buffett once said, I wouldn't take all the Bitcoin for $25. What's your take on it?
I can see why he says that because he's very heavily always he's made a lot of his wealth through banks and insurance companies. So and that Bitcoin's a threat, kind of, not really, but kind of. I can see why he can say that, but I wouldn't take. I would definitely take the Bitcoin rather than $25. And he's a lot smarter than I am. But I can see his justification because he's already the heaviest investor in Bank of America. He has an insurance company. He's heavily invested in banks. That's how he made his wealth. So if Bitcoin were to be successful, then it's a threat against his wealth. So I can see why he would say that, but that's not the take I would have. For $25, no, I'd rather have one share of Bitcoin.
And I wouldn't say like all in or all out, but I would say, would you consider having a small portion of your wealth stored as a crypto?
Yeah, I already did, and if BlockFi didn't go bust, I would still be holding it. Would I buy now? I mean, if it hasn't been killed this cycle, I don't think it's going anywhere. I'm not talking about Ether or any other crypto, just Bitcoin. Bitcoin has maintained its value through many cycles, and this was the worst one. So I don't think it's going anywhere. There's always a place for it. I mean, there's countries that are going through inflation left and right, like Turkey, like Venezuela. So there's always going to be demand to put your money somewhere where the government's not involved. That's not going away. And I think Bitcoin is like the gold standard for that. So I would personally would keep 1 or 2% in Bitcoin. Yeah.
What you just said is kind of eye-opening for me, because for me, I was kind of against it. Now I'm neutral on it.
I would say, there's this debate always about what is it? Is it an asset? Is it a store of value? I think it depends on who you ask. If you're in Venezuela and your currency is depreciating, it's a store of value. It's better than your currency. If it's someone like me, I'm a speculator, so it's something that I invest in.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that it raises in value so that I can sell it to someone else later. It depends on who you ask. So, and to some people, it's a piece of shit. So,
Yeah. And that used to be me at the time. Like, I would say at the time, all right, let me give you an example. If Microsoft went down 25% overnight, dude, I would literally go downstairs, literally right now, kidnap every mother that I lay my eyes on, literally kidnap them, sell them to slavery, and buy Microsoft with the funding that I from me selling these guys to slavery. I didn't feel that conviction with Bitcoin, with Ethereum, or any other
because
thing.
you don't know where the floor is.
Yeah.
The floor is zero. That's
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Whatever the floor is zero. For example, the banks included. Right now, you don't. First Republic, you didn't know where the floor was. For example, you're not gonna put a lot in it, and if it goes down, you're not gonna add more because you don't know if it's gonna go to zero or not.
Like,
So that you can equivalent that to another crypto.
true.
And then the people who operate in banks say that crypto is risky, but then you see banks going bust.
Yeah. Yeah, true. Very true. I would say, for me, I didn't know what to make out of it. But the examples that you just mentioned, I would say I'm more neutral than anti-crypto.
I always like to stay away from a solid narrative because things always changing. Technology is changing, people's opinions are changing, and crypto tomorrow could go to zero, but it has survived this cycle. And I thought before it crashed, while it was crashing, I'm like, if Bitcoin survives this one, it's not going anywhere anytime soon. So, and it did survive, and it's bouncing back. So, I would add some right now if I didn't suffer from the BlockFi issue, and I even considered, but I never executed yet. So.